This is Obani Nsuwa Market here in Ofada, Obafemi Owode local government. Most of the traders here are women. I have been warmly received by many of them. I've also asked them what they know about the International Women's Day celebration. Hear their answers for yourselves.
We know it as a day of joy.
You go dress, you go dance, you go cook.
Because of cassava is cost, gari is cost. I need to farm to help the family. My husband is keke, he's driving keke.
Some men are not as hardworking as women. We wake up at dawn and we don't return until nightfall. It's only the man that is available that you can hold accountable.
These rural women represent millions of others who struggle to feed their families daily. Their answers were for the optics and reflect how very little of the ideals of the International Women's Day they understand, and more so, how oblivious they are to complex issues as the rejected gender bills and women representation in politics. And while they complained bitterly about the harsh economic conditions, the decisions made in Abuja or the lack of it have far-reaching implications on their lives.
The two places where the Constitution talked about women were places where they were discriminatory.
Although the Nigerian society adopts a posture of equal opportunity for all, in reality, obsolete social and cultural norms, economic disparities, as well as political exclusion determine the fate of women in public life. For example, 7 states in Nigeria are yet to domesticate the Child's Rights Act. Female representation in these states is also abysmal. In these states, street begging, known as the Alamajiri system, and child marriage is prevalent, enabled by religion and culture. And where there is gross female underrepresentation in the state assemblies, turning the page on these historical practices remains a Herculean task.
Had it been we have more women, we'll harness ourselves, we'll come together to push the bill so that it will pass into law.
There are contradictions in the child's rights document in some states like Katsina, where the state assembly passed the bill but says the legislation will not regulate the age of marriage, while Jigawa expunged the subject of child marriage from the law on the guise that it is difficult to determine the age of maturity for a girl. This means the law will still not protect certain underage girls from being married off.
Like in Adamawa State now, we have already tagged the age limit, the age bracket, whereby a girl can be given out into marriage without, hurting any practice of religion.
North or south, such stereotypes run through, as only recently a lady was stripped, tortured, and accused of killing her husband with overdose sex after the man collapsed and died during lovemaking. In the South, where female representation is under 5%, widowhood rights, female circumcision, exclusion of females from property inheritance are some of the unfair practices still ongoing. Gender rights advocate and lawyer Ima Nsa Adegoke speaks on some of these practices.
The plight of having their hair shaved, their nails clipped, having to sit down on, having to be told to lie down on mats for 60 days. Sometimes they're not even supposed to wash their bodies, But the thing is, it never happens when the woman dies. The man is never suspected of killing the woman. It's always the woman who's always, the suspect.
US-based Amy George Eriri hails from Umuaka in Njaba local government area of Imo State. She says her independence enables her to challenge in court disinheritance from her father's estate by her younger brother.
Simply because I'm female, I'm not entitled to any portion of my father's estate. And it's very unusual to challenge the custom, just given the nature of the village. It's hard to deal with the gossip, the castigation, the persecution, if you were to challenge it. However, my brother has threatened my life, so I would like to challenge that.
For now, women in Nigeria have raised the red flag. They seem ready to fight their battle, at least for once. Bukola Samuel Wemimo, for Channels Television News.